Hey, get this out there, people. So Ghetto Theology is coming to you live from H-Time. Yeah, gonna kick these words that sound absurd to a hater, but they're beautiful to beautiful people. Now I'm trying to let y'all join in, so catch on. I'll be right back. Excuse me for that. Greetings, people, and how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Ghetto Theologies with your Ghetto Theologists coming to you live from H-Time. Black Gun, I'm here live in the building. Finna give them words that sound absurd to a hater, but they're beautiful to beautiful people. Never forget that. Understand that life is a beautiful thing, but at the same time, it can bring you pain with your experience, especially when you don't control them, or should I say combat them and make them right within yourself. So today what I want to kick it on, man, is understanding that mental illness among black men and the black community is the biggest threat to it. Understanding that mental illness plays a big part in the reaction of our young black males, older black males, middle-aged black males, and how they deal with society. You know, the different parts of the brain that are affected by what they have to do to combat themselves to being a part of society. Just think about the black man who's in society but living that life to where he has no fear. So there's a part of his brain that he's shutting down that shows compassion. There's a part of his brain that he's shutting down that shows emotion to, should I say, man, have compassion for others, so they don't really give a fuck. They about that life. They kill anything that move. This is the black man that lives with no fear. Think about the black man that's living in sadness. There's parts of his brains that are affected, so he's sad all the time. He can't be happy because the parts of him that shows him memories of joy that individual may not have. So you really got to focus on really the mental illness in the black community and understand it. And think about the black man, as I say, that's living in, should I say, anger. So the parts of him being happy are shut down to emotions that connect with happiness and shut down inside the brain. So he's angry all the time. You have the black male that everywhere you go, you see him, they frowned up. And you like, man, why you frowned up all the time? See, mental illness is a problem, people. Then you have the individual who has the sadness on their brain. So the connect with happiness is not working inside their brain. Everything starts up here in the mental connection with man and his body and his reaction. And we need to understand that a lot of our black males, man, they're sick and they're hurt and they don't understand. And they searching for guidance and they searching for help, but they really don't know how to ask the question because they've been taught so long, man, to be hard, to overlook their pain. You get what I'm saying? Forget who they are in a sense. But it's just like, man, we got to remind these young black men that they are loved. We got to remind them that they are somebody. We got to show them to reconnect with their emotions if we want them to grow and be successful in society. Or they can't. You get what I'm saying? Because they will stay trapped inside their own mind. Mental illness is real. Depression, schizophrenia, paranoia, major depression, bipolar disorder, you know what I'm saying, post-traumatic syndrome. Those have been touched as a child. Black males that have been touched as a child. There's a pedophile that touched them as a child within the black community in their black home, and they're told to shut up and they're told to be quiet. You get what I'm saying? We need to help these brothers heal because a lot of these brothers turn to the other side because of the love, and they become attached to that type of love. Those who live the alternative lifestyle. A lot of them turn to the lifestyle due to the abuse and the love for what they were going on. They like to be touched that way, especially as a little boy. They were touched that way in an affectionate manner by a grown-ass man, touching on a child, and the family don't do shit about it. So much pain is held in and harbored in by black men dealing with their family drama. No mama, or it may be no father. The way the mother treat them, the way the father treat them. The father may be abusive. The father may have been there and try to be there, and the child don't know how to react to a man that he really doesn't know. But it is his biological father as a black man. You see, we have these problems right now in our community, and they strong. And if we don't take the time, man, to combat them, if we don't take the time, man, to make them right and bring these brothers up to a mind state to where they can understand, then we will lose them, continue to lose them in the system, and continue to lose them to the street life because this is what they should I say, appeal to, they attach to. Now, to get to what I was talking about with the brain, right now I'm reading a book, and the book is titled The Secret Life of the Brain. Now, within this book, you got your graph. Within this graph, it shows different areas of the brain. I'm going to show you real quick. This right here is anger. This is happiness. This is sadness. This is fear. You know what I'm saying? The purple dots that you see, if you can see them in these photos, represent decreased activity. The red that you see, it shows that intensifies the increased activity inside the brain, dealing with certain emotions that when you tap into them emotions and bring them out of person with a certain event that may have happened in their life to remind them. You get what I'm saying? With anger, you see there's a lot of purple, a little red. With happiness, you see there's faints of purple, but faints of red, but a person is content. When you look at fear, there's heavy hints of purple, and right in the center of the brain, you see what I'm saying right here, there's red. When you look at sadness, there's a bunch of red, and there's light hints of purple, but it's none, it's mostly gray. You get what I'm saying? It just shows that a person is detached emotionally inside the brain, dealing with different functions. Like if I meet a girl right now, and I'm talking to her, and I'm vibing with her, to the point to where I attach to her emotions to make her feel me. She may let her guard down just to feel me in that moment because she's feeling a different vibe that she may have never felt with another man, especially in a long time. You get what I'm saying? So she's going to vibe out and allow me to have that conversation with her to invade her space. She may be a person that guards her space. They got walls. But with the right conversation, I could break down them walls because I can attach to them certain parts of the brains of her emotions that I need to get through to that. That's just the life of a scammer. You get what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out these things in a realistic manner that goes on an everyday basis. And this is happening from males and females. It don't matter whether it's a girl doing it or a male doing it, but I'm pointing out from the male perspective since this whole thing is about males. But the whole key is this. That's why a lot of men out there are really not keen to love. They've been taught love. So that emotion that deals with love, that emotion that deals with feeling happiness, to being with another person, is not really connecting with them right now because they never felt that. They never been through that. So they don't know how to deal with it. They may have saw it in their household, but abuse don't mean love. You know what I'm saying? Abandonment don't mean love. So you really got to look at the man and understand how that man feels to understand that man, to work with him for that black man out there suffering mental illness. Instead of going to a therapist or psychologist and seeking help, a lot of black men focus on the medicine. A lot of black men focus on the labels that come with it. Like, I'm taking this medication for this and yada, yada, yada. But you're seeking help to get balance and get straight back on your path in your life. And when you do that, you helping yourself. Because how can you really be in love with someone or even raise children and have a beautiful life when you're mentally destroyed as a black man? When you don't know yourself. You don't even know the truth about yourself. You don't even know who your God is. You don't know if it's Jesus. You don't know if it's Allah. You don't know if it's Yahweh. You don't know if you're God. You don't know if you should study ancient Kemet philosophy. You don't know what you should do. Tribal beliefs with the African community. You don't know what you should do because you don't know who you are as a man. You don't know your heritage. You don't know your DNA, your craft, what make you up. You don't know nothing about yourself. Where your daddy come from, where his daddy come from, where his daddy come from. To understand parts of you, to your DNA that bring out certain things into you. You get what I'm saying? We got to re-educate these black men to bring out that education which is in them, to help them build and grow and be able to see the light and understand, man, it's okay, man, to seek help. It's okay, man, to say I'm hurting. It's okay to cry, black man. It's okay to feel pain. But you must also seek hope, forgiveness, and you must also, man, seek to rise above yourself. Rise above all that is holding you down, that's affecting you mentally. When you look at a man that's been scary all his life, and he gets into a fight to where his life is on the line, or he really got to prove himself, and they actually defeat that fear at the same time overcoming it, they are a changed man for life. That type of man now, that's just like a man with a gun and they shoot somebody for the first time. That thrill and that rush for shooting somebody, especially if they kill him and get away with it, becomes that high. They're a different man now, especially with that gun on their side. They're invincible. They whole mind state, they don't have no fear. They don't have no empathy. They don't have no emotions or nothing towards nobody when it comes to doing that or having reaction towards that. And these men become like serial killers, psychopathic killers. They just come caught up in that mind state and the embodiment of who they are when it's really not them. It was the weapon that destroyed the situation, but not them. All they did was squeeze the trigger. Because if they didn't have that weapon, the situation would still be going on. That person would still be living, or they got their ass whooped. Because a lot of men don't want to fight. They've been taught so much, man, to defend themselves by the gun. They've been taught so much, man, to defend themselves in other ways, have hate for each other. You get what I'm saying? All that is real out there. The hate amongst black men is real. The hate amongst each other is real because they hate each other, don't like each other, whether it's based on gang code, whether it's based on hood, whether it's based on block, or whatever it may be, man. You know, we have the issue to where we so divided amongst ourselves that it's hard for us to help ourselves. It's hard for us to team up. It's hard for us to unify because the ideologies and ideas that come with every black man that comes into the motion when you talk about unity. They feel like they got to let go of something. They feel like they got to get rid of something of themselves. You get what I'm saying? They feel like they may have to change a little bit. You know, the hood nigga don't want to fuck with the nigga that's working. Them are square niggas, right? Because he going to work every day. He go places with his wife. He don't go nowhere to himself. He don't go to the strip club. Then you got the working man looking at him like this is a nigga that don't want to do nothing with himself. You get what I'm saying? He out there fucking with them bitches. So yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that type of dude. Then this dude over here think the working man is better than him, but he on drugs. I mean on drugs and selling drugs, whatever situation may be. But you put yourself in that position. This man put himself in a position to win and have love by his side. You can't be mad at that. But that's the case. They are mad at that when they see the black man with his kids and he a baby dad. He can't even see his kids. He need permission or it got to be something at school or emergency pickup or something. He ain't see his kids on a regular, but this guy over here with his kids every day. They happy. They call him a daddy with genuine love. And they want that and they mad at him. You should be mad at yourself. You see the psychological breakdown starts in a lot of places, people. And you got to find out what the places are. And you got to get in there, man, and you got to dig deep, and we got to help these brothers. They help yourself. You get what I'm saying? I'm an individual myself. I see a therapist and psychologist. You get what I'm saying? I take the medication as prescribed. There was a time when I took it every day. Now it's like when I need it, I take it to combat those things that are going on with me when I get into them zones of anger, when I get into the places of sadness, when I get into the places of depressions. You get what I'm saying? And I go see my therapist and my psychologist and I talk to them. We exchange knowledge, we exchange remedies. You get what I'm saying? It's all about how can you help yourself. See, a lot of y'all are afraid to talk to somebody. I've never been afraid to talk to nobody because that's life. You need to understand that one way or other, you're going to have to find somebody to help you dig into them problems, to help you look at that situation that's going on within you so you can be better as a person. And if you don't do that, you're going to live your life angry. You're going to live your life just looking at other people crazy, having anger at society when you shouldn't, because you brought that pain upon yourself. No one brought it upon you. You brought it upon yourself. So now you angry at everybody for the happiness that they have because you disconnected in the brain with the happiness that you should have in life. You cut that side of you off. So you're looking at other people in strange ways, but that shouldn't be the case. We should love each other. We should promote each other. We should help each other. You get what I'm saying? We should bring the message of whatever it is to someone to help them grow. You get what I'm saying? Understanding that we don't need the Black Lives Matter organization to let us know that Black Lives Matter. When it says Black Lives Matter, Black mental health matters. Black love matters. Black home matters. Black education matters. You know what I'm saying? Black wealth matters. Black skills matters. Black trades matters. Everything goes into that life. When you say life, you embodying everything. When you look at someone's life, you're going to embody everything. When you speak about them, whether they're alive or dead, you're going to entail what they came from to where they went to where they are now, soaring with wings of grace through the sky. See, a lot of people don't get that, and that's the goal. We as black men, we need to seek the help that we need so we can get better. We need to calm our anger down. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop being so angry and seek the help. A lot of them out there don't have a 12th grade education. They didn't graduate. They've got to finish school in the 9th grade, the 7th grade, the 6th grade. You get what I'm saying? You get a lot of dropped out of school to sell drugs. They don't have the proper education that they need. Going back to get a GED, to them it's like stressful. They got to get up and apply themselves. I mean, they got to get up, go to school, sit in class, take tests, do work. That's hard when I can just say, fuck that, stay in the street, sell drugs, pop this pistol, do what I do, and I ain't got to worry about never getting a job working for the white man because I'm out here doing my shit. You get what I'm saying? You have these mentalities going on. All the while, confusion in the midst because you got the elder activists going against the younger activists. You got all this discourse in the community and division. So when the youngsters see that, those who trying to seek help, they like, how the fuck I'm going to seek help with them? And they divide them on themselves. In the community, you like to have 20 churches and don't damn one of the pastors really fuck with each other. They don't really get together and hold service because they feel like they the pastor with the message. In the community, the churches are divided, but it's one Bible. In the black community, predominantly Christian, it's one Bible, but all the churches are separated. They hold their own events. And if you know you got a pastor and pastor first wife got an anniversary coming up, you know that other pastors go to churches, but you know they getting paid to be there. They ain't just coming to sit there. They allowed to be getting a $300 fee for coming there, bringing their congregation, you know what I'm saying, bringing their choir to the church. They get a fee. It's a lot of money exchange going on in the black community. And with a lot of these pastors, if you ain't talking about paying me to be there, bringing my congregation on a time when they could be at home watching TV, rubbing their knees, whatever it be, reading their Bible, then you know we ain't coming. Division starts with the elders, and it trickles down to all the youngsters. It always starts at the top and it trickles down. When the elders are divided, eventually, man, the youth will be divided. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You get what I'm saying? And that's the goal. We need to stop that. I don't hate none of my elders. I may disagree with them because of my own knowledge of what I just studied. You may have studied what you did in your time and did it how you did it, but I'm dealing with another time right now. I'm living in another generation. I come from another generation, and the effects that your generation may have had upon you don't have upon me because I know what happened to me growing up as a man and how it affected me. So, you know, your approach to things and how you deal with it is going to be different than mine. I don't hate you. I love you. But don't expect me to ever sit there and tolerate your disrespect because you older than me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not young myself. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn that balance of respect. I treat everybody with respect until you show me otherwise in ways that I have to disrespect you just to show you who I am. Because I feel like a lot of people use that as an excuse. So when you look at the youth and you talk to them, even as myself, I try to speak to them in their language and speak to them on a level of understanding. Not to overtalk them or talk down on them, but just to show them, man, that there's another way. That's how you help these young black men out here that need help. They suffering. And if we don't help them and build them up, we're going to lose our generation, even to our kids. Think about it, that generational trauma that's passed down, people. It's real out here. Now, if you're not going to be real with it, the best thing for you to do is, man, go hide in your house. Because shit getting real out here. When you look at the government in this breakdown and how they bickering, but all the while passing laws, you got the Justice Smollett situation, but I guarantee you there's a law being passed. There's something going on behind the scenes that later on down the time, about a week from now, you're going to see that Donald Trump did doing this whole thing. Is it all to throw us off? What happened to real Black Lives Matter? Should I say, man, activism? It's supposed to be for the community. It's supposed to be for economic change. It's supposed to be for cultural growth, to help our brothers, whether gay or straight, whatever going on. But when you look at our community, you got white individuals over Black Lives Matter headquarters that don't understand a black situation. How can you be white and we don't even season our foods again? I'm black. You season your food light. I season my shit heavy. You don't even understand why my chicken look a little darker than yours, but it's still good. And the coating on it is right. When you cook yours, the shit look all light and white. You get what I'm saying? The whole point is that we're different people. They're just like me trying to tell somebody that they've been in an alternative lifestyle relationship what to do with their feelings and how to find another man when I ain't never been in love with a man. How the fuck I'm going to tell him what to do? You get what I'm saying? That's the whole psychological breakdown when you deal with how can a person be over a black situation and they white and they never dealt with none of the pain we had to go through in this earth even up to the day right now to live and survive. Understand that. I don't get that. That's my whole pet peeve with them. Right now in Houston, Texas, over the Black Lives Matter headquarters, the whole little old issue, it's a white woman, young white chick. You know what I'm saying? She look like she about 27, 28. She ain't never dealt with racism. She ain't never dealt with racial profiling. She drive home every day and say the police get behind her and escort her to her motherfucking door. But to see us going down the street or a black woman going down the street to swear she got dope in her pussy or swear that black man got a gun on him, follow him to his house. You get what I'm saying? You got to really follow the realization, man, and understand that we forever under attack. But it's all about us black men getting better. We can't fear the police. I don't fear the law. What you fearing the law for? You need to understand that you have rights as a citizen. It's all about when you use them rights in that proper situation and how it's recorded, because there's cameras everywhere. Like you damn near got to have somebody with you to record your situation. Because guess what? The police get the story in some states and they're going to paint the picture how they want to because they the police. They control the cameras. They control the evidence. You got to have your own evidence. You got to know your rights as a citizen. Understanding the law is key to people to hence to finding yourself in a position of breaking the law. You get what I'm saying? So everything is helping build us as a black man. I tell a black man, don't fear the law, but then don't run around with your gun in your holster like you're ready to kill a law. Because they're going to kill you if you pull it. You already got this anger and resentment. Be careful in your actions and what you do. Walk quiet like a storm. When you see a storm, it can be cloudy outside. The sky darken up. It'll drop down a little rain. Go to sleep. You'll wake up in the tornado that came through and tore up everything in your motherfucking yard. You got to be like a storm, baby. You got to move quiet. You got to hit when it's right. It's all about being smart, man. I wouldn't tell nobody to arm themselves to go out there and kill no law. I wouldn't tell nobody to arm myself to go out there running and kill another nigga, man. Be wise in what you do, man. Because, see, stupidity runs in the black community, too. And there's a whole lot of brothers with that mind state, like, fuck the law. When you understand fuck the law, you got to be in a situation where the law fucked over you to where you say, fuck them. You got to understand that when your brothers get jammed up in the black community, they was committing a crime. They was doing something illegal. They got jammed up, sent to prison for that shit. It wasn't like the law targeted them, saying, oh, he black, I'm taking him to jail today. Then you roll up, they pulled out a gun. They got work on the car. They got weed on the car, a scale on that motherfucker. And you talk about free my nigga. Free my nigga from jail. He was just out there getting that money, living that life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to survive. Free my nigga, man. Crack should be legal. You got black men that think like this. So I'm trying to explain to you how the different mind states and the psychological mental illness that go with this shit that they're trapped in. They need to break that cycle, man. We need to grow as a people. We need to grow and get better as black men. Seek help for your mental illness. As I told you, I do, and I'm proud of it. I seek my help monthly. I've been better, getting a whole lot better, than worse than what I was. After being gone for close to 11 years, coming back into a society that I don't know, to people that I don't know, trying to transition back in, and thought I could do it on my own. Everybody talking about let me help you. I'm like, no, I got it. I've been locked up for a while. Shit, I'm the sober one. I'm the one been reading the books, self-help, all that. Doing self-help classes. I feel like I got it. But then I came back here and tried to run with a chicken with my head cut off, and that's literally what I was looking like. And I had to break down. My whole life just transformed with children, responsibility, going to work. I'm putting in 12-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it because I know I got to feed a family. I know if I take any more chances, I'm going back to prison. Get what I'm saying? So my whole life and everything about me was caught up. I had to figure myself out, but it took me to have to go through all that trauma to figure myself out, to understand that I needed help. And I seek my help. Live a comfortable life. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful. I do my little work. I do my little hustle. I do my little shits. And I'm peaceful. Everything is better now because I know what's going on inside me. And till you understand what's really affecting you, each individual, as a black man, you're not going to understand where to seek your help at. So seek help. Understand life. Be grateful. Be humble, black man. Understand I love you. Black gun love you, man. When I say that from the heart. I ain't saying it because, you know, we on here. I tell black men all the time I love them. They look at me crazy sometimes because they're not used to it. So, brothers, I love you. Continue to be strong. Continue to strive in your fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Make your daughters proud to be the man that they want to seek when they get older. You know what I'm saying? That comfort, that strong build of a man. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, spiritually, and physically. You know what I'm saying? Be there for your son to raise them up in the proper way they need to go. Be there for your kids during that time of life and education. Be that faithful man to your wife to show her that black man exists that can love a black woman wholly. It ain't hard, people. If you're afraid of disease, you'll stop a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I go to the doctor regularly. Just went recently. I'm clean as a whistle. And it feel good to go to the doctor and get those results to tell you that, hey, ain't nothing wrong with you. Your blood, you might need to work on this, work on that. Before it's that, you clean. Ain't nothing like having a clean bill of health, living life healthy. Even though you may eat unhealthy, drink unhealthy, but the most important is all about the balance. People don't get that, man. Go see your doctor. Check your health, man. See what's wrong with you, black man. See what's going on inside you. Get that blood work drawn. If you're scared of needles, have your boo there to hold your hand. You know, have a hold your hand while they stick that needle in there. Get that blood to see what's going on with your heart, your lungs, everything. Get the full treatment, man. Get your pancreatic, get all that checked, man. Get your pancreas test. You ain't got to stick a finger up there every time. You get the blood work drawn to show them. You know, the next step is a finger. You know what I'm saying? You might have to tighten up, but if you loosen up and go and let the doctor do what they got to do, then you won't feel that blockage that you have of homosexuality in your mind. Homosexuality, should I say, because as a black man, we need to get ourselves checked. You know what I'm saying? We need to go and get all those checks done, because really, man, because cancer run within us deep. Brain cancer, heart cancer, lung cancer, you know what I'm saying? Pancreatic cancer. All that, just all this stuff run deep within us, man. And we need to just get checked. We need to eat right, get them GMOs out your refrigerator, and be right as a man, man. Take care of your responsibilities. Stop being angry at the world, at your mom and your dad. They may have fell off, but it's up to you what you do as a child, man. Continue to grow and bring them back to their attitude. Why they should be proud to be a mom and a father. So if you're a single parent out there, male or female, I salute you. Continue to grind. Don't worry about the haters. They're going to talk. Take care of your kids. Fuck them. Get your money. Go have your fun. Take your pictures. Me, myself, I like to get fun. I like to stand out on the motherfucking table when I'm having fun. And I'm going to enjoy life when I get a chance to enjoy life as a man. But also I'm going to control myself because I know that I can lose control in that very moment and it alters my life. So understand what I just said, people. I love you. Peace be upon you, kings. Peace be upon you, kings. This is Ghetto Theology coming to you live from H-Time, keeping it fresh as always with them words that sound absurd to a hater, but they're beautiful to beautiful people. Peace out, people.